What's up guys, it's Craig here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I use Ignite, TP and Sunderer to escape Diamond effortlessly in a few days.
I remember you left my spirit, with you high is all I'm feeling. Remember how we felt alive. I remember you make me stronger, can't go without it much longer. Remember, I remember you left my spirit, with you high is all I'm feeling. Remember how we felt alive. I remember you make me stronger, can't go without it much longer. Remember.
So why have I chosen Ignite and TP? On paper, it does sound a bit grief considering Yorick has no mobility. Yes, that is very true. If you choose to play with this combination, you have to reliably land your skill shots. You have to understand matchups because if you do make one mistake in laning phase, you're gonna get run down. And you also have to consider getting camped by the enemy jungler. This is why I don't suggest doing this if you're new to Yorick. I only promote this playstyle if you have decent experience with Yorick or you're high enough ELO to understand the macro behind Yorick. If you are new to Yorick or you're low ELO, I promote the Ghost TP method, which I do have a video on. However, Ignite is a very powerful summoner, and I hugely underestimated it. I always avoided it, except this time. And every game I spammed it. Why did it work out so well for me? The one answer is that it allows you to snowball, and snowball very hard. The potential to pick up people and get kills with Ignite is amazingly high, especially with Yorick, a champion no one knows how to play against. I've had countless times where I just landed my E, Ignite, auto attack, Q, and I got kills and they never expected it. I can even compete and out-trade lethal tempo abusers such as Jax and Tryndamere. And my stats back this up. If you go on leagueofgraphs.com and search my name up for this account, it specifically tells you I snowball more than the average player, and that's solely because of the Ignite, TP and Sunderer combo along with my rune set. I promoted this rune set in my 2-hour guide video, but I'm promoting it here for different reasons. I specifically tell you guys to go Grasp in this scenario because this whole playstyle is revolved around bursting someone as quick as possible, and Grasp allows you to do that along with Sunderer synergy. There's a reason Camille is very broken with Grasp and Sunderer apart from a true damage Q. It's this combo. Conditioning Overgrowth is a very strong combo for scaling into the mid game, although you can go unflinching if you're against a hard CC comp. I actually remember playing against a Morgana, Lux and Caitlyn along with Poppy in the enemy team, and I forgot to take unflinching and it was a nightmare, so you have to do it in some scenarios. Biscuits and Time Up Tonic are for laning phase. This is how you snowball. The whole point of Time Up Tonic and Biscuits is to give you health, movement speed and that little edge when it comes to fighting. That's all you need in the laning phase to snowball. This is a must. I can't express enough, you have to go with these rune sets. In addition, the Time Up Tonic does give you movement speed, so that helps a lot as well. And that's it. That's the only rune page I used for the whole of Diamond. I did experiment with Conqueror a bit into matchups where I like Conqueror such as Mordekaiser, but even then I don't think it's worth it with this specific playstyle. Grasp is 100% the best way to go. Why do I promote Sunderer over Trinity Force in this playstyle? Trinity Force does do more damage in prolonged fights, even when you have 1 or 2 items. Sunderer provides better short trades, and that's the whole point of this playstyle. You want to try to burst people with auto attack Grasp Q. You don't really weave in auto attacks similar to the Trinity Force playstyle. Also, Sunderer provides that extra sustain and tankiness required in this playstyle considering you have 0 mobility. And last of all, Sunderer is just an easy item to pilot with. Let's say you miss your abilities. You can still do decent damage with just your Grasp Q bonks alone. Overall, just for this playstyle, I will promote Sunderer over Trinity Force. On the other hand, if you go with Ghost, I promote Trinity Force over Sunderer, considering the mobility it provides. And lastly, I pick TP into every matchup because TP is just too important as a Yorick player. What do you do as a Yorick player? You split push very often. And what else do you have to do? You have to understand when to TP into team fights. It's essential to have TP to split push in opposite objectives. Let's say Baron's up, you can't go split push bot if you don't have TP because they might start the Baron. And you could also use TP to TP in split pushing lanes. You might TP in a huge wave and take down a few towers. It's just too important to not take TP as a Yorick player. Alright, so now I explained the theory of this playstyle, let's go ahead into the full game commentary. But before I do that, I appreciate if you do like this video, as that motivates me to make more content for you guys. Okay guys, welcome to the full game commentary segment of this video. This is going to be a post game commentary, not a live game commentary, mainly because I recorded this at 1 AM the night before, so I was too tired to talk. Wasn't in a good mood overall. I'm not in a good mood at night times, I'm just too hungry. But that's besides the point. let's talk about what we're seeing right now. We're playing against AAtrox. Now, AAtrox is a skill matchup mainly because AAtrox wins the early game. That's pretty much it. He wins the early game pretty hard, actually. So you have to play passive and understand how to survive the early game until you get your one item. Of course, bad AAtrox players can't utilize this, so you might play against a bad AAtrox that has no idea what he's doing, and you win the early game. Doesn't mean it's not a bad early game just because he's a bad AAtrox player. But yeah, again, I'm playing back because I'm playing against a decent AAtrox. We're playing the Masters ELO. Low Masters D1, I'd say. So what you want to do is you just want to farm, because he's going to win the trades in the early game. Unless he like blows his abilities, like if he E's WQs, then you can go ahead and go for small trades. But prolonged trades aren't really a thing you do in the early game against the AAtrox. Although I do have Ignite, so if I can do short trades a few times, I could kill him possibly if I get him low enough. But yeah, you just keep farming up your goals. If he makes a mistake, you can go in for a trade, but for the most part, like here, see the way he used everything? He uses Q and his E, so very easy trade for me to do. He did land that W. That was a surprising W he landed. It went through the goals. Usually you stand behind the goals so you don't get hit by the W, but he somehow landed that one. But that's the main reason he wins the trades, to be honest, because he can use W on you, and if you have no goal setup, which you don't in the early game, he wins the trade really hard. That's why he wins the early game. So you have to wait until you get Maiden before you can start doing prolonged trades and start winning pretty damn hard. Unless he makes a mistake, like I said again, I repeat that twice by now. But yeah, just playing on the tower because that's the best thing to do. You do not want him to freeze on his side, otherwise it's kind of doomed. Okay, I remember the scenario. Yeah. I was gonna say, that should have been a free kill, but he survives. I don't know if he had Triumph. I think he had Triumph. But you don't really expect a 3-man dive this early into the game. Unfortunately, we have we're playing against a Zac mid that does that. Bit of a weirdo, isn't he? It's fine though, because AAtrox can get the kill and he has no flash, so it's not the end of the world. But it is a questionable play from them, which is why I question mark ping. I'm not in the mood to see a 3-man dive this early in into the game, you know. I think AAtrox does TP bot lane, so that's actually good for me. That makes me slightly happier because he just wastes his TP right there. So I can shove this in, deny him a whole wave. I'm ahead of him at this point by default because he TP'd bot lane for no reason. And we're going to reset after we shove this in. We can't get a plate because it's too early into the game. And there's the tower's fortified, right? So you can't even, like, you do no damage if you attack it. That goes in for a dive. I think he dies there anyways. But he just allows him to shove it in really easily. He can't do a freeze or anything because he's TP'd. So good on us, good on me, fortunately. And that just allows me to get level 6 even quicker and win the lane even quicker, since I do win level 6 upwards with items. I'm going to go ahead and rush Phage. Usually I like going Executioner's first back, but we do have Ignite, and Ignite does apply Grievous Wounds, so it's not required, which is another reason why I like going Ignite, since you don't have to go Grievous Wounds. Executioner's 800 gold saved right there. A lot of matchups, you'd be surprised the amount of healing they do. If you have a Yumi or something, you might start to go Executioner into the game, but you have to think about it at the start, which is a plus, like Fiora as well. Like, you have to think about getting Executioners and then building your normal items. It's just a long process, right? Ignite basically reduces that stress of waiting 800 gold for no reason. So now we're scaling. He has no flash, he has no summoners, basically no TP as well, and I'm almost 6. When I'm 6, I can make some good plays. I'm going to sit back here, and I'll tell you why I'm sitting back here, because I explained it a few times, you should know by now. But if I'm out exposed like this with no gold, I've got 1 gold, but that's not going to do anything. He's going to trade into me and kill me, because I've got no mobility. He has W. Once he lands his W, he does a full trade and I get wrecked. So you have to sit back against AAtrox if you have no grave setup. You do not want to miss a mistake of going too ahead and just getting too boastful, because he will punish it if he knows what he's doing. Like, if he can E in right now and just punish me. So I need to stay back and let the wave push towards me. Once I do get my Maiden, that doesn't become an issue anymore. But for now, it's going to be an issue of me just staying back, waiting for the wave and doing nothing. It's similar. Treat AAtrox like a Darius, I'd say. Like, think about it in your mind. You're not looking at AAtrox, you're looking at Darius at this point. You can't step forward against Darius, right? Same scenario for AAtrox. People just don't respect it enough though. So I'm almost 6 now anyway, so it's gonna be good. He's resetting, just go ahead and stop that. That would have been really bad if he landed that W on me, but fortunately he didn't. Okay, now I'm finally 6, so I can start playing aggressive now. I also do have Ignite, so all in potentials are there now. He just wastes all his abilities, so if I do land my E, I can go in here, and I don't land my E. Typical. If I did land my E, he had no abilities, right? So I could have punished that really hard. I could have, like, ran into Ignite and win that all in. But if we find another opportunity, we can do that. So now I've got my ghouls up. If he tries to all in me, I can just hide behind my ghouls and kite around it. So I can play up front now. Hopefully I can show you an example here. I think I do get a kill here anyways. Yeah, he uses E, so I'm going to W, auto attack Q, ignite. So he doesn't heal, and we just face tank everything. And just like that, you naturally win the all-ins after 6 magically, you know? Especially ignite helped a lot there. If I didn't have ignite, he was not going to die there. But yeah, I face tanked everything. I stood behind my ghouls correctly, and he misplayed. He would not die if he didn't misplay. He E'd too quickly. Most people do that. Some people do hold their E's, which is correct. But yeah, he just panicked. He E'd, and that was my time to punish. And now I get all these plates. I deny a huge wave, and Xin Zhao is coming topside. So what I can do, you don't really see it too often, but I can zone him out now because Xin Zhao's here. He can even get a kill again. And that's exactly what we're doing right now. Thankfully Xin Zhao follows up. My W actually well played there. And we get another kill. And now lane phase is pretty much over for him. Because of that one play of Ignite. You see how Ignite can snowball? Just one tick of Ignite can snowball the whole laning phase. And now I just got a permanent lead. I'm going to get this tower. I denied him a few waves. And I'm just really ahead now. I've got enough gold to get Sunderer on my second back. That's just how insanely ahead I am. That one snowball. Ignite snowball. This is why I like talking about the snowball potential Ignite applies, because that's the main thing Ignite does give to you. I don't know if they're going to nerf it. They might. If they do nerf Ignite in the future, then I probably won't run it. Like if they increase the cooldown to like flash level, then it's probably not going to be worth running. But for now, I feel like Ignite is pretty OP on most champions. Like even AAtrox would get away with going TP Ignite, to be honest. I think Ignite is just too strong. This is why Camille players go Ignite TP and have the insane mobility, so it makes them kind of broken. But very heavily slept on Ignite. It's just unfortunate we don't have much mobility, so we're doing a trade-off when we go Ignite, but it does pay off. It does pay off if you can snowball. So I'm just looking, because I feel like Viego might go into the Zillion, but if he's not, I'm just gonna catch the wave topside. Since that wave is slow pushing to me, there's nothing else I can do apart from just wait to push towards me. And in the meantime, I'll just see what happens mid lane. That's what I usually do. If I see a slow pushing wave, I see the enemy pushing, I'm gonna look somewhere else, see if I can do something in the meantime before I catch that wave. They do engage, but I'm just too late now. I'm catching this wave, you know. Although Zillion does have ult, so it shouldn't be a problem. I think AAtrox is roaming. Yeah, he's roaming right there. Could be a good play if I flank. Oh, wait, it's actually really good. I could flank this. I don't really remember. My memory is kind of fuzzy because I recorded this late night. Oh, okay, AAtrox is a kill. So I don't remember exactly what happens. I do remember carrying the game though. And we do catch off the AAtrox. We're gonna fight again. Oh, Zach's gonna jump in. Zach's been doing a lot this game, by the way. It's very annoying playstyle what this guy's been doing, but yeah. Perfect fight for me. But as you can see, the mobility is an issue. I can't really move anywhere. I'm just really like a big juggernaut right there. Ignite helped a lot there because he went shield ball, so he wasn't get a lot of healing, but I didn't ignite him there. But a decent trade-off. We're gonna get the Drake. We could bait them. If they come to Drake, we can turn it around because I'm really strong at this point. And that's exactly what happens. Sona oversteps way too much, which allows him to land my. And then Zach comes in. Oh, Viego. See, okay, this is not good now. Now we might have to just back off. It was looking good until Viego jumped in. And this guy flashes E. Okay, that is tilting. Viego took the Xin Zhao and flashed. Okay, that's tilting. My maiden's still up because you guys know about the new maiden feature. It stays up if you press RQ. Literally just press RQ and your maiden stays up for the whole flipping time. They're not gonna fix it, so might as well just use it, you know. I don't even use it intentionally. I accidentally press Q after I press R, like most times. Thankfully, we do pick off Viego. That guy really annoyed me by killing me there. And we have a lot of gold, so we're gonna go tabbies, and we'll see what the situation entails. But I'm probably gonna default to going to the closest wave. Oh, if they're gonna fight, I could have sometimes go there right now. I've got TP, right, so if they do fight, I can stay there and fight, and then TP topside if needed. Alright, it seems like the team fight is over, so I'm just gonna go catch the next wave that's gonna come up. I see mid is being contested, so I can catch the mid wave. Oh, Zach is engaging as well. That's mid wave for me. I had to kill the Draven. I missed my E, but I landed my W. Hopefully the Zach died as well. And I pick up the shutdown gold. That helps a lot for me. I'm getting, and again, the wave is just slow pushing towards me. Like I said, do not attend the wave if it's slow pushing towards you, because there's nothing to do. It's slow pushing for a reason. It's called slow push. It's slowly coming towards you. You can do a lot when it slow pushes. So you can see it's slow push towards me, so I'm going to go ahead and get a kill mid lane. Pick off the Draven as well. Always make sure you're doing something else if it's slow pushing. You can tell if it's slow pushing if it's slowly pushing. I mean, if you see a lot of minions and the guy isn't pushing it really hard, if he's using abilities, then it's slow pushing. Trying to get a bit of a freezer to deny him another wave because he's not going to come. If he comes, then he'll die since we have Xin Zhao and Xerath close to us. But I did that to deny him another wave, essentially. I don't plan to perma-freeze. You don't really want to perma-freeze nowadays in solo queue since it's too hectic. If you freeze permanently around this time of the game, as you can see, there's a lot of kills going on. There's not much you can get out of it. You have to help your team as well. But I do plan on doing it just to deny him extra waves, since there's nothing else to do right now on the map. Team picks up a Herald. I would have got the Herald if they didn't. I saw them doing it, so yeah. So I'm going to let that push with my goals, so that's going to be perma pushing with my goals. And I'm going to join a team fight again. It's a very hectic team game. So I'm probably going to go Sterax over Heartbreaker as well, because as you can see I'm fighting a lot. Zac basically forces to engage every opportunity, so I have to join team fights as well. Oh, it's not good. Thankfully my W saves me there. This could be a good engage actually, because Zac is bot side. If we do catch him enough. Don't think we could. I'm gonna go ahead and reset. That's gonna slow push towards him, but he's gonna push it back towards me, as you can see. So I'm just gonna reset, get my gold, and go back top side. Probably catch another wave. I'm gonna build towards Sterax, because usually I know what to build like 10 minutes in the game. When it comes to the scenario of the game, as you can see, 27 kills already on the game. I know to go Sterax, so it's gonna be a hectic team fight game. If it's a slow methodic game, I'll go Hullbreaker. I do go Hullbreaker most games actually when I reach like 300 plus ELO LP, because in the higher ELOs split pushing is just purely just way better. Mainly because I don't know. I have to think about that actually. Why do I split push way more often 300 plus LP? Maybe because team fighting isn't worth it because they team fight too well in terms of kiting correctly and stuff, especially when you have Ignite. So applying sideline pressure is just way more worth. Although there are opportunities to get your team fight in every ELO, even in challenges. So yeah, team fight going in here. I could TP this, so I'm gonna TP right now. Lillian has ult thankfully, so I can try to get some cleanups since that comes at the right time. I ignited the Zac, but his Zonya's I think he has stopwatch. Pick up a double kill, very clean double kill from me. As you can see, I am very immobile, but I'm still picking up kills because I can land abilities. This is an easy dive from me as well. I did get a KS though, I kind of wanted that kill. But yeah, I'm tanky, I'm a beefy boy. Ignite working out well there. Getting some good kills. We're going to get this tower and we're going to get the third tower as well. We're just cleaning up really well. I'm doing a lot of damage, as you can see. I'll show you the post-game charts as well when it comes to damage. I do a lot of damage this build. I actually remember doing 65,000 damage in one game in particular. There's a lot of damage potential with this build as well, especially in the late game. I'm going to pick up the tier 2 as well. Look at that, perfectly pushing, so I can pick up the tier 2 and I'm going to secure myself an extra 550 gold on my own, because I decided to push it before I joined the team fight. Always make sure you're pushing outside lanes, guys. I do promote this. I've been promoting this for as long as I've been playing Yorick, to be honest. Don't think enough people do it though. But yeah, I'm going to reset now. I've got so much gold. I'm going to build towards Sterax, and then I'm going to build towards Grudge. I love promoting Grudge third. You guys know that. I made a 2-hour video talking about it. I go Grudge every game. It's just too good not to go Grudge. I hope they do buff it. Actually, I don't hope they buff it. I hope they keep it the same, so they don't, no one ever touches it. Because I love the item so much. Maybe make it cheaper by like 200 gold. That would help a lot. Well, they got a Drake unfortunately, but they are fighting, so I might get involved here. Again, like I said, hectic game. Nothing else to do here apart from fight. Oh, though I did get hit by the CC, so that's not good. Don't forget, I'm on mobile, so I just bursted that AAtrox really hard though. Like I said, the Q burst is really strong with Sunderer. And I do have Sterax as well, so I am strong. Kinda wish I did have Ghost in this scenario, this specific scenario, because look how many people I can run down right now. Just unfortunately I am a bit immobile. I am doing my fair share of cleaning up though, because I am strong. Oh, he just got his passive last second. Do you see that? Zac had no passive until last second. It doesn't matter either ways, I clean up. I'm just going to carry this game, of course, like I said. Gonna go ahead and get that tower as well, both side. As you can see, my team fighting isn't the worst. Even though I don't have the mobility, I can still run at people. You know, I've still got legs. I can still run at people, so it's not the end of the world if you have no mobility. It does help. It does help. Ignite also helps in team fights as well to reduce the healing from champions that build stuff like shield bow. But as you can see, team fighting isn't an issue. I kind of just ran people down. Anyone in front of me, I just killed them. Although, if they did have someone like Morgana or Lux... guys, if they have Morgana, Lux, and Caitlyn, I might not even go Ignite TP because team fighting is practically impossible. I tried it. I tried to play against Morgana, Lux, Caitlyn, and Poppy with Predator. I just couldn't get into the team fight. It wasn't worth it. I was limit testing and I couldn't do it. Okay, why is Zach here? So he should be somewhere else, but he's gonna kill me now because he came here. I didn't expect him to be here, honestly, but he's a bit of a weirdo. Zillion might say, no, not gonna save me. I remember I die. I thought he would be like clearing a mid wave or something, but he made the right play because it did surprise me, I guess. I didn't expect him to be there. And again, Maiden survives. I'm not, like I said, I'm not intentionally doing this feature they promote, this bug where you press RQ instantly and the Maiden survives after you die. I'm just pressing RQ because I need to shoot the minions. It's not my fault they haven't fixed it yet. I die again, but that's fine because my team did something on the opposite side of the map. And I think AAtrox dies here. If you can see top side. No, actually not gonna die. He's gonna kill the Zareth. He might still die though, hopefully. I hope he... No, he doesn't die. He's out, right? Ooh, he did land it, but not gonna die. It's fine. I'm way ahead of AAtrox. But once I do even get my grudge, I can say this. Once I get my grudge, the fact that I'm immobile isn't an issue anymore because my grudge applies so many slows. It helps so much. Oh, he died by the way. But the Maiden applies the grudge, the ghouls apply the grudge, you apply the grudge with E. It just helps so much in terms of you being immobile. You can catch anyone. Grudge is so strong. I wish I could go early into the game grudge, but I can't because if I go rush grudge, I'm just too squishy, and it doesn't help if you're immobile, right? Which is why I say they should make it cheaper, like 200 gold. If they do, it will be a really strong item first of all, and second of all, you can rush it early, like second item, so you can get a quicker power spike, and you don't have to worry about being too squishy. Unfortunately, like I said, it's too squishy if you rush it. It's too expensive for that scenario. Although, I always rush a third item. So it's not a problem third item because you have your Sunderer and you have your Starek or you have your Hullbreaker. So you're tanky enough to go grudge third. I never go Starex and Hullbreaker at the same time. It's kind of pointless. Rather build grudge, you know. What's the point of going that extra tankiness? But I'm split pushing here. Yeah, nothing else to really do. I think AAtrox is going to be both sides. No point even pushing towards that. Oh, wait, AAtrox is top side, so it's a free tier 2. I assumed AAtrox would catch this wave, he didn't. Instead, the Sona wants to catch this wave. I don't know what Sona's going to do to me. So that's a free tower for me, I guess. And I picked up like 3 towers this game. 666, 550. Yeah, I made a lot of money this game from towers alone. This is why Yorick is so strong in terms of understanding macro, because you can just pick up 3 gold across the map. I'm the richest guy in the game right now. Purely because I understood how to split push at the correct times. I'm filthy rich at this point. And we're going to catch the top wave as well. I think 10,000 come as well. I do have TP, so I can join TPs. Like I said, TP is very important. My TP applies the innate pressure of just being there. If I didn't have TP, then the enemy team would be engaging a lot more. Good thing I have TP so I can engage when it's required to engage. That's why I don't like. If some people might type in the comments, what about Ghost Ignite or Flash Ignite? No, guys, TP is just too important. This game alone, this is one separate game. Do you not see I use my TP just to join team fights and get a few kills? And the pressure is applying right now. It's just too important not to take TP. We could do Baron here since we have total control. Oh, they FF'd. Alright, this is a early game. I completely forgot they FF'd early. But yeah, that's the full game commentary right there. Hopefully I showed Ignite, the power of Ignite and TP. I'm going to show you the stats as well. We'll show you the damage charts.
We shall prevail. We have eternity.